Hey guys, Ms. Timpson here, and I just wanted to record a quick video for you guys. We are starting graphing ordered pairs, and so there's a couple vocab terms that we need to go over, and then we will continue and learn how to graph ordered pairs. I think you'll find this section is pretty easy. It doesn't require solving out big long equations, so that is nice. It's a nice break from fractions and decimals and all of that. So I think you will really like this chapter. So a couple definitions that we need to know are x-axis and y-axis is the first two that I want you to know about. And sometimes learning about these is better to look at or to see what I'm talking about. So when I have a coordinate plane like I've drawn, okay, the line that runs horizontally, that is called the x-axis, and the line that runs vertically is called the y-axis. X-axis, y-axis, okay? Where those two lines meet is the very middle. That is called the origin, not organ like I play at church, origin, okay? So that's where the x-axis is located and the y-axis. Now, the purpose of this coordinate plane, or it's also known as a coordinate grid, is to plot data points, to plot data. So when we plot these data points, or when we place these data points on a graph, we do so with what's called an ordered pair. So an ordered pair might look something like this. You might have seen this before somewhere else, okay? 4, 2, or 1, 3. It just depends on what data they've collected, okay? So these are called ordered pairs. Now, the first value is the x. The second value is the y. So what does that mean? That means that if I had a 4 here on the first ordered pair, then I go on the x-axis over 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I would go up 2. So I would go over 4 right here and then up 2. Let's say my lines are right here. And I would put a dot. I'm not going to put, let me get my eraser. I'm going to erase this part. There's not going to be a line up to it. I'm just going to put a dot where that meets. Okay, so if I have 1, 3, I would go over 1, up 3, and then I would put a dot. These are not connected. We're not making a line graph yet. We are going to work our way up to that. Right now, we're just graphing an ordered pair. So the x-axis is horizontal. The y-axis is vertical. So vertical means straight up and down. The origin is where both of those axes meet. And the ordered pairs are what tell us where our point is on the graph. The first value is an x. The second value is a y. I know that's a lot to throw at you guys all at once, but we have to have a little bit of background knowledge in order to be able to graph an ordered pair. So let's look at this graph. We're just going to quickly go over where each ordered pair is. You can see they have the x-axis and the y-axis labeled. Okay, this would be the origin. They just put a part of the graph. This would be the rest of the graph. However, in 5th grade, we only graph in the first coordinate, which is this right top coordinate. When you go to high school, you will graph all over a graph. Actually, most of your math classes deal with graphs. So, and you actually get to have a graphing calculator, which is really cool. But until then, we are only graphing in what is called Q1, quarter 1. So the arena is located right here. I want to figure out what is the ordered pair that tells me how to get to the arena. So remember, first is the x-axis, second is the y-axis. So I went over 3 and I went up 2. It's over then up, okay? Now, if I was looking for the aquarium, I went over 9 and up 4, over and up. So that kind of helps you know how to graph those ordered pairs. Let's keep going. So let's move on down to the next page. I don't want to do this one. Let's see. This one's, nope. This one's your assignment. So we will do one that looks just like it. We'll do this one. Okay. So we're going to do numbers 1 through 10 together. They're asking us to write in order pair for the giving points. So C, I went over 6 and I went over 6 and I went up 3. So I would write 6, 3. On D, I went over 3. How many did I go up? 0. Yes, you can have a 0 value. We did not go up at all. E, I went over 9, and then I went up 9. And F, I went over 10 and up 5. That's all they're asking for there. And now on the 5 through 10, they're asking you to plot and label the points on coordinate grid A. Coordinate grid A, that's just the name of the grid that you're graphing the data on. So they want me for number 5 to go over 0 and up 9. Over 0, up 9, put a dot. I might need to make my dots a different color. Put a dot, and we got to label that M. These points have a name. So we did that. I might just write a little check that I did that. H, go over 8, up 6. So I'm going to put a little dot. I'm going to name it H. I did that. K, over 10, up 4. I'm going to draw a little dot. And I'm going to label that K. Done that. T, over 4, up 5. I'm going to make a T. W, over 5, up 10. I'm going to make a W. And R is over 1, up 3. Okay, so that is plotting points on a coordinate grid. You're just graphing points. It's over then up, over then up. One way I like to remember that is by basketball. I know that sounds silly, but in basketball, first you dribble down the court, you dribble across the court to get closer to your goal, and then you shoot the ball up. You don't shoot the ball up way away from the goal. You dribble down the court and then to get closer to the goal, and then you shoot the ball up. You go down the coordinate grid, and then you go up, over then up, over then up. Okay? So I'm going to leave you guys with this video. Please replay it if you need to. I know it goes kind of fast. Let us know if you need any help.